Welcome to solverfy.
(23.116). You have a friend who apparently does electronics or something, and he needs a 20 ohm resistor, but only has 40 ohm resistors. But he tells you that using his secret knowledge of electronics, he can combine some 40 ohm resistors to get a 20 ohm resistor, and we want to figure out how he does this. So clearly putting them in series isn't going to work, because putting a 40 ohm resistor in series with another one would give us 80 ohms, and we just get further and further away from 20 the more we add in series. So let's think about putting them in parallel. Let's start with 2, which incidentally turns out to be the exact number we need. So let's say we have 2 identical resistances and we put them in parallel. So the way that parallel resistances combine is that the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of however many resistances you have in parallel. And so if you do some algebra and rearrange this, you find that for 2 resistors, the equivalent resistance is the product of the resistances divided by the sum of the resistances. So if we imagine now that R1 and R2 are equal, we have, and are just equal to R, we get R squared over R plus R is 2R. So we have a factor of R that cancels. And it turns out if we put 2 identical resistors in parallel with each other, we get 1/2 the value of either resistor by itself. So you can put 2 40 ohm resistors in parallel to get a 20 ohm resistor.